The price of Bitcoin is $57,634. The price of Ethereum is $2,272. And the entire crypto market right now looks like somebody trod on its foot because it looks sad, it looks annoyed, it looks in pain. And I feel that. I do feel that because I feel it in the comment section. Leave a comment. No, in all seriousness, do leave a comment there. In all seriousness, do slap a like on this video as well. The market don't look great. It just doesn't. And we have got some big things happening over the course of the next 2 or 3 days. The main one being, on Wednesday, Jerome Powell is going to drop the interest rates. It is just a question of by how much. 0.25, 0.5 or 0.75. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me. I'm curious to know what everybody is expecting from this. My personal perspective is I've been expecting a 0.5% rate reduction since the start of all of this, and I continue to expect a 0.5% interest rate reduction. The current odds on this scenario is 57% versus 43%. That's 57% in favour of 0.5, 43% in favour of 0.25. Now that's changed a lot because the other day this was up at like 90% and this was up down at like 10%. But it switched back in favour of this. For an inexplicable reason, no data has been published. It's just switched back in favour. I just think that they're probably going to make more of what's the word? A definitive decision. A bit of a splash. Some American pizzazz. It's going to hit the market anyway. We're going to see how the market reacts on Wednesday. It's going to be absolute chaos. Like my life at the moment. My life is pure chaos at the moment. With everything that's going on. And these just nasty people that we've got on Earth. And I'm going to explain about that. The last video that I put out, I said that if we reached 1,000 likes, I'd explain on the main channel. But we didn't reach 1,000 likes. I still will explain on the main channel. Just waiting to leave the country first because England is not safe. And what happened is quite extreme. It's quite scary, to be honest. There's a good chance if the people did what they wanted to do, I wouldn't ever be making a video again. That's how serious it got. So yeah, police involved in everything. Quite a just scary and bizarre situation to be in, but England's not safe. Anyway, leave England, go to Dubai, way safer. Properties cheaper, climate a lot warmer, but no tax. So, hey. Anyway, I have opened some positions today. I've opened the Bitcoin long position. Now, this is representative of another Bitcoin long position that I've got open. The other Bitcoin long position that I've got open on a different exchange is 10 times larger than this. It's an 11 Bitcoin position, which is why I've opened this one as a 1.11 to be representative of how that trade is going. And this trade is losing money, so that trade is losing money. But it doesn't matter because we're long-term bullish. Mid-term, I honestly I'm also bullish because I really struggle getting over this perma-bull thing that I've got. Especially right now, at these prices leading into this rate hike. I just get the feeling a pump is on the cards, but that's probably going to be followed up by a massive dump. And that's the frustrating thing, because if I say, okay, the market's going to pump, and then it pumps and then it dumps, people go, oh, you're an idiot. And I'm like, yeah, but it pumped. Just take profit when it goes up. And that's what just do it. Take the profit. It's going to be there. In a couple of days, you'll make a fortune. Press that button. Sell. Get out. Because even if it continues going back up, you can get in at a later date and continue to ride it up. But if it goes against you and goes all the way back down, and then you get into a loss, and then you keep holding, and it keeps dipping further and further into a loss so you add more margin, and then it dips further and further and further, before you know you've blown up your account and you've got no more ammo to go with. So be careful when trading, but also trade to make money and take profit. If you aim for small goals every day, you will achieve them. I'm going to post a video soon, if this video hits 500 likes, which is a very realistic target, explaining how you can easily make 1% per day. And if you compound 1% per day on your account and you start with $1,000, by the end of the year, you will be a millionaire. It's as simple as that, just 1% per day. You don't need to make huge jumps, just 1% a day. Anyway, I think I'm right on the maths now. It might take slightly longer than a year, but either way, it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take much longer than a year to become a millionaire, compounding 1% a day on $1,000. Anyway, going back to it. I'm bullish on the markets, but on the short term. That's purely because when you zoom out on a chart like this, especially on something like Ethereum, it has been trashed. I am very long on Ethereum on a different account. I just don't understand how this goes any lower. If we look currently at the way that Ethereum has been trading, how does this go lower? It doesn't make any sense to me. Just it keeps on getting smashed down and smashed down and smashed down. This at the start of the year, not even at the start of the year, it was up here. When was this? This is back in June. We had $4,000 Ethereum in June. It's half price sale. And you know that by Christmas, this is going to be at least back up at $4,000. So why wouldn't you buy it here? It doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm selling my house. That was one of the reasons why. The other reason why is somebody wants to kill me. Anyway, and that's why the police is there. We'll get into that on another day. Scary situation. I won't get over that for a while. That'll really stick with me. Anyway, going back to it, buy zone. We're in the buy zone. This is the Ethereum buy zone that I talked about the other day. We are back in it. Buy Ethereum. It's probably not a bad idea. Even if it goes down 10% from here, buy a bit more. Just keep buying. It will come back. The market will come back. And when it does, you'll be very happy. The same goes for DOP. I called DOP last week at these prices down here. It had this tremendous rally. It doubled in price. And it's dropped 50% again. DOP, amazingly cheap at these prices. I'm buying more. And then we've got Blast. Blast is an interesting one because people have forgotten about Blast and its existence. Blast is listed on Coinbase. It's a very low market cap coin right now, and it's done nothing but go down since it was launched. I think it's good to buy some of this. I think there's so many things that are good to buy, but I'm looking at things that have raised a lot of money, like Blast, like DOP, that have got institutional backing, that are listed on great exchanges. Things like Blast, things like DOP, they're going to do pretty well. Your meme coins, look, they're 50-50, but stuff like that, you've definitely got the odds stacked in your favor, more of a 75-25 kind of deal. Anyway, so we've covered Ethereum. Ethereum's looking cheap. We've not covered the fact that Stonksy is actually short on Bitcoin right now. Stonksy, it could close that short still, but on the 1 hour, Stonksy took a short, and it took another short position here just the other day. Nice short position that closed it at these levels. But yeah, if you are interested in getting Stonksy, you'll find a link for it in today's video description. Stonksy tells you what to do and generally makes money. I wonder what Stonksy is saying on the 15-minute right now. Look at that, catching that long position there. Boom, catches the long all the way up. It's stuff like that. That's what kind of percentage gain is that? If you're a $1,000 account on 10x leverage and you make a 4% gain there, you make $496. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Anyway, on Friday last week, the ETFs all increased in size. People bought a bunch of Bitcoin on those spot Bitcoin ETFs. On the Ethereum ETFs, the same applies. You can see here, this is the Ethereum one. You can see people adding, and you can also see on Friday last week, people adding. We'll get Monday's numbers tomorrow. In terms of funding rates right now, funding rates are going closer and closer to where they should be. A lot less minus funding rates, indicating that the downtrend is potentially coming to an end pretty soon. Then we've also got this right here. This shows the spot flows. You can see that $370 million worth of Bitcoin has been withdrawn in the past 7 days. Even more interestingly than that would be that on Coinbase, we've now had in the past 24 hours, 929 Bitcoin withdrawn from Coinbase and 2,500 Bitcoin deposited on Binance. But over the past 7 days, 11,000 Bitcoin withdrawn from Binance, and over the past 30 days, 56,000 Bitcoin withdrawn from Binance and 15,985 Bitcoin withdrawn from Coinbase. It doesn't take a genius to go, just keep buying. That's all you need to do. Buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, few different kind of mid-cap altcoins, and you're set for life. Doesn't take just some serious commitment in terms of the actual portfolio size. I'd say that anybody that's approaching the market right now that's got a portfolio size of over $10,000 stands a good chance if you weight it in the right direction, which is on the higher risk side, as in you put less into Bitcoin, less into Ethereum, and more into a couple of different altcoins. And those altcoins do what Matic did in the last bull run. You will be a millionaire in 12 months' time off $10,000. It happened to me, and it was the best experience of my life. And I can't wait for it to happen again. I still am a millionaire, but I can't wait for it to happen again, but then this time starting from a much higher point. When the bull market kicks, it'll be amazing. And the bull market's not too far away now. And the thing is, you can't buy Bitcoin when everyone else is buying Bitcoin because it'll be pumping and you'll go, I don't want to buy it. You'll go, I wish I bought more of the dip. We're in the dip. Listen to your gut. Fire it all in now. Sell the kids, sell the wife. Maybe rent her out on eBay or whatever else you can do with people to get money. That's a bit sketchy as well. No. Anyway, do something, get cash, throw it in crypto. Best thing you can be doing right now. Because in 6 months' time, you might regret it in a week's time. You might regret it in a month's time. But in 6 months, there's just no mathematical way that I would expect you to be regretting that decision. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I think that's really all we need to cover today, to be honest. I am insanely bullish. You should be insanely bullish as well. But you should be respectfully bullish at the same time, understanding that there could be a short-term dip. There will be a lot of volatility on Wednesday when this rate reduction comes in. Make sure you play that volatility, because whichever direction it takes, it'll fucking send it in that direction. It'll not stop for a while. It could be, if the news is really good, then, and Jerome Powell comes out and he goes, yeah, we're going to print loads of cash, markets will go crazy. But understand that, bam, that will happen as well. We will have the whole liquidate everybody and then send it. So it'll pump up, liquidate, and then send. Or it'll dump down, liquidate, pump up, liquidate, send. It'll send in both scenarios. Just, we'll get there. We'll get there. The bull's coming. Slap a like. If you want the bull to come back, slap a like. Let me know what interest rate reduction you think is going to be in the comment section below. In a future video, I'll explain what is going on with me, because life's changing. They say, I'll explain a little bit from my perspective as well, in that, look, I started out my life in a very, just not in a favourable situation, not an unfavourable situation, loving family and all that stuff, but never had like loads of money or anything like that, and never really had a career path or a way out of the norm. It was me that created that career path by picking a different path, ignoring my parents' advice about not buying Bitcoin, which they said is a stupid idea. And I put all my money into Bitcoin. And then I continued to learn more about the space. If you want to escape the rat race and you want to escape real life, get yourself on Crypto Saving Expert, get an account, learn everything you can on there, and get Stonksy. Stonksy will print you a bunch of cash. Get yourself, after you've signed up for Stonksy on a monthly membership, sign up, make a bunch of money over the span of a month, get Crypto Saving Expert Premium with the money that you've profited off Stonksy, and then at that point, your quid's in. I literally invented a thing that will print you money for the rest of your life. So use it, please. And on that note, thank you all for watching. And I was going to explain about my life. I just ended up as a Crypto Saving Expert shill. In my case, I ended up, I started from a point and I achieved something that was unattainable. And then you've got other people that see that and then they want to take a piece of it. Or in this case, take me, tie me up and beat me to death. I don't know. Life's extreme. See you in the next video. This is